Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. Pardon me, my name is Allison. For those of you who are new, my channel is still new, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I am really excited to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. For those of you who are already my viewers, already my subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. I love your beautiful comments. And every time I read them, I know why Spirit led me to create this channel. For those of you who are new and don't know, I am also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's based on my life and my twin flames' life. And I've written 2 books in the series so far. It's called Perception, The Two Yet One, books 1 and 2. I'm reading book 1 aloud to my Facebook friends and followers live and then uploading them here to YouTube. It has 18 chapters and I've read 13, so there's nothing missing. It's just I haven't finished it yet. So if you would like to view those, there are links for those chapters in the description box. There are links to purchase my books from Amazon. There are links to view trailers that I created for them. I made a playlist here on YouTube for the chapters I'm reading aloud as well as the trailers, so there's a link for that too. You can find links for my authors page on Facebook as well as my personal wall if you would like to follow me or send me a friend request. I also did some lives on Facebook and uploaded them here to YouTube. I did them a couple of years ago and I explained my story. In the description box, you can also find a link to my friend April's astrology channel that she just started here on YouTube. Check her out. She's so awesome. Subscribe, please. And also, if you would like a personal reading, I am offering those. I would be very happy to do that for you. And that information is also in the description box below. Now, for those of you who are not new, you'll notice that I have some new cards. For my birthday, my sister gifted me this deck, the Unicorn Tarot by Suzanne Starr and illustrated by Liz Hilton. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I am all about unicorns. They are my spiritual animal totem. That's why I went ahead and got some new stuff, like right here. This is my unicorn, and I put some angel wings on it that you would hang from your Christmas tree. And I made my unicorn an alicorn, because that's what you call a unicorn with wings, not really a unipeg or a pegacorn, that some people would say. It's called an alicorn. So this is my beautiful unicorn spirit animal totem right there, and I put some more stuff here. I've got my white wolf is my earth spirit totem, and I've got my beautiful Isis here that wanted to come out. She's my feminine, sacred feminine, you know. And I never showed anybody this, but this is a bottle of water from Lourdes in France. Yeah, that's I have a close connection with Mary the Mother as well as Mary Magdalene. And then here we have this stone that I found in my yard, and I just think this is her silhouette, Mary, right here. And then when you turn it over, right where she is, there's this beautiful heart. So I kept this stone. And so I was digging through my stuff. I decided to put this stuff out here. So I moved my Sri Yantra over here. And all right, so that was a long intro, just catching you all up to where I was. I love these shells. They look like unicorn horns. So, all right, so as a reader, I read minor arcanas as messages about your free will. I read major arcanas as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made before you incarnated in order to learn certain lessons to raise the vibration of your soul. So basically, you have your life plan messages, and then you have your messages about your free will. And right here, this is the energy that is at the heart of everything for you right now, Sagittarius. And Now, while my first deck that I was using, the Thoth deck, it did not have reversed meanings. For those of you who have been with me here for a while, what that would mean is that the energy was not in full manifestation. But in this deck, they do have reversed meanings. And I haven't read reversals in about 20-25 years, so I have some notes on this particular deck, because I like to harness the energy of the cards that they were created with. Okay, so plus, I want to expand on my my reading and things like that. So I have some notes here for the reversed meanings, actually the meanings themselves as well, but I'm going to continue to use my intuition to extract the actual message. Okay, anyway, so at the heart of everything, what you've got is this reversed energy. Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. This is, in the previous deck, this is called change. This is about energies that go back and forth. Look at him, he looks like he's juggling. Okay, he looks like he's hard at work juggling. Sometimes this means juggling your finances. Now, but when it's upside down, for this particular deck, it says lessening of work or responsibilities, breaking free from a partnership. Okay, so this is what's going on for you right now, Sagittarius, and I really think that feels right. When I said that, you're probably going to be breaking free from a partnership, and that is going to in turn lessen your work. It's going to lessen your responsibilities. Okay, now Earth energy is all about your health and your wealth, and I just feel like this is work. This is some sort of job. You may be partnered up with someone, and because it says lessening of work. And then on top of this, we have this wand energy, and wands or rods in this deck. They're all about, not all about, but they can talk about career as well. So you're starting out here with money and career. Okay, now this leaving or lessening of work and responsibilities, breaking free from a partnership, is a big victory. Okay, this is always read right side up. The energies that are directly affecting what is at the heart of everything for you, these are always read right side up, and this is a victory. Okay, this is victory over personal problems. This is a new venture. This is a change of direction. This is financial or emotional success. I think it's both financial and emotional. Okay, so this destruction of this partnership is a huge victory. Okay, so if you're partnered up with someone at work and you're like, look, I don't want to work with this person anymore, that's a huge victory, because you don't like working with them. Okay, I don't really feel like this is a love relationship. I suppose for one or two of you it could be, but you're gonna know. This is your energy, Sagittarius. This is fire, which is shared with Leo and Aries. Okay, so let's look at this card. It looks almost like he's an archer, which is what you are. And he's looking at that castle. There's a new castle he needs to get to here. Okay, and speaking of castles, then this is what we've got next. More pentacle energies. This is the happy family. This is what's at the root of everything. So this is the inheritance that you get, okay, this from your family, whether it's money or DNA or whatever you get from your core family. You could be adopted, so it has nothing to do with DNA or blood or anything, but you know what I mean. That's what this is about. This is home life. This is happy home. This is a 10. This is one of the happy ending cards here. For this deck, it says it's financial security, strong family bond, peace and harmony in the home. This is what you want. So if this is a love relationship for you, this is not what you got. If you have a job that is making you unhappy, and then you go home and you're not really happy because your job is making you unhappy, this is it. This is what you want. You want a happy home. This is what you've been searching for. So this partnership here is going to be a huge victory for you. Now, here's the energy that is moving out of your life. And this is Hermit Energy. The Hermit has been hard at work lately. With lockdown and isolation because of the virus, everybody's been in Hermit mode. Not everybody's been taking advantage of the Hermit mode, knowing that they should have these Hermit mode moments where if you're going to be alone, you might as well introspect. That's what the Hermit is all about. A time to go inside, and I always say that the star is what's in his lantern. It just looks like a regular lantern in this one. In fact, he looks kind of like Moses, but it's the star that's in his lantern. Because what he does is he goes inside himself to figure out what he wants out of life. What makes him happy? What brings him passion? What will make his health and wealth flourish? What does his logic tell him? How does he think? All those suits, earth, air, fire, water, all of it, all at once, his entire being. This is what he introspects on. So this deck says it's time to reflect, a period of study and learning in order to better oneself, to improve one's life, meditation on self. Okay, so this is introspection, this is wisdom through introspection, enlightenment through introspection. So I think that you have been in hermit mode. Okay, not everybody has been, but you've been using this time to really introspect on what you want out of life. And you've gained some wisdom. And I think that's why this partnership is going bye-bye. Okay, so the next two cards are future cards. For those of you who have been with me, you know how the Thoth cards, the power of the card, the meaning of the card would not be in full manifestation if it was upside down. And so what I would say is that an upside down card would still be more of a possibility. As a future card, it would be a possibility because it's not fully manifested. However, we've got reverse meanings. So so far, this one has been traditionally the one that happens first, and then this one happens second. But after a while there, Spirit changed it up on me, because Spirit is spunky like that. But so far with these cards, this one has been happening first and then this one. But I'm still like, all right, whatever. What I have to do is I've got to start reading the card to know, to feel out what's going to happen first, okay? So you'll see here that this is cup energy, this is emotion, intuition, love. You'll see that this page is right side up. That's another thing about this deck. Though there was queens, knights, and princes and princesses. No kings, no pages. This deck does. This deck has the page. This deck has the king. And there are no princes, no princesses. So this page is basically the only one that is representative of someone youthful. Okay, this could be a child in your life, okay, or a teenager, or somebody who's rather immature in their emotions, okay? I mean, look at how he's playing with his unicorn. It looks like he's telling him, kind of like a dog to jump up and I'll give you this treat, He's like, jump up and I'll give you some of my cup of love here. So the unicorn is like, yay, because they're playing, because they're young. This is a young person. This could be a water sign young person, okay? That's Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, okay? This is a young person in your life. Now, right side up, this is emotional happiness, invitation. If surrounded by a positive card, it may mean a celebration or a marriage. If surrounded by a negative card, it may be indicative of a separation. Okay. So this is a separation. This is indicative of a separation. We already see this right here. And this card over here, this Queen of Swords in reverse, that's not going to be a positive card. Okay, so it says it all right there. This is indicating some sort of separation. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords over here, and it's so interesting, isn't it? They're showing me this is cups, but this is swords, but look at how similar the colors in these cards are. It connects them. Now, this is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords upright learns from her pain. She's been stabbed in the back a lot. She's been betrayed. She's been abused. But she's fought her way to the top, and she is the queen. Look at how respectful her unicorn looks. She still looks like she's protecting her heart. She's got her arms over her heart. She does look like she doesn't trust you very much, but that's because she's so wise. She's wearing a blue gown, which is the color of truth. She's got the sword of truth with her. Look at her unicorn. It's like, it looks like it's saying to you, she's had enough. I'm going to defend her. However, this queen is in reverse for you. So when I get people, kings, queens, knights, and a page, this could be this partner. This could be an air sign. It could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is a bitter feminine energy. This is lack of trust or emotional peace. Okay? That's what this deck says for this card. Okay, so she is basically the same queen, but who has not learned from her pain, who has not learned to rise above being jaded. She does not trust. Believe it or not, you can go through a shit ton of pain and relearn how to trust. I know this. She doesn't. Okay? So I'm just thinking that that's probably this partner here that you're sick of working with. Now, here's your hope. What? It's kind of a weird hope. You don't want to be oppressed. That's what it's called in my other deck, oppression. Okay? This is your energy too, Sagittarius. This is fire. Look at how his unicorn's looking at him like, man, he's carrying too much, but what are you going to do? He's doing a lot, but, well, I guess I'll just keep walking next to him. Now, this is right side up. So, this deck, it says, danger of taking on more than one can handle. Well, that's basically what this is. And here we have another 10. Okay? I'm being reminded to tell you these things. 2 10s. Okay? So, look up angel number 1010. Okay? Because that's going to give you an additional message. Now, what you're hoping for is going to put you in danger of taking on more than you can handle. You could also be hoping that you're done. This has been rather oppressive. This partnership has been a lot. Since this is a 10, this is indicative of that it's over. The 10 is the end. You go from the ace to the 10, and then you go right back to the ace again, okay? So, now, in this deck, the reversal of this is to rid oneself of obligations and responsibilities and the opportunity to relax. Okay, so this would have made more sense if it was upside down in your hope section, but it's not. So I kind of feel like there's a reason. What you're hoping for is going to put you in danger of feeling that heaviness, oppression. Okay, but if you want this to end, you want a happy ending, I can see why you would want this too. The end, the 10, the end of this heavy load that you're carrying. You're going to know which one resonates for you. All right. Gosh, I love these cards. They still lay flat because I haven't been shuffling them. You know, I go like this, you know, and so they get bowed. My other ones are so bowed, they're like this. But this one, see, I've learned how to shuffle like this now, and so they're more they're flat. I'm really liking this. All right, so this is your state of being or your environment. You're thinking about your money. You're sitting, now the other deck, this was called failure, and I always would use that opportunity to tell you I don't believe in failure, I only believe in lessons. And it was all about taking care of your garden of life, you know, all about due diligence in your garden. Don't just look at the fruits that you've planted. Do something, you know, make sure that you weed the garden, make sure that you water it and get the pests out in there and stuff. But look at him. He's just looking at them, just waiting for them to come to fruition. Doesn't look excited. He looks kind of bored. His unicorn looks like, oh, look at what you've got there. His unicorn looks a lot more appreciative than he does. In fact, he looks kind of older. I'm getting this feeling like he's like, oh my God, I'm just getting old waiting for this to ripen. Let's see what this says. Perseverance in the face of adversity, overcoming frustration related to work. That's what this deck's meaning is for this upright. All right. You're going to overcome this. It's going to move out of your life. See what I'm saying? You're going to persevere, but I'm really getting that energy of, I'm just getting old waiting for this to come to fruition. That's what I keep hearing. That's what, or just look at him. He's just like, ugh. Now you might be soldiering on, you know, you're fiery energy, you got energy. But this is just really saying, when is this going to come to fruition? When am I going to be able to pick those? I keep waiting and waiting and waiting. This is your fear. You'll see that this is upright. This is sword energy again, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This is the 2. This 2 of Swords looks very much like the Justice card in this deck. She doesn't have her eyes covered, but they are closed. Because she's using her intuition. She's using her mind. That's what swords are. They're all about the mind. They're all about logic. She is trying to make a decision. In this deck, this says lack of clear perspective, problems with health or relationships. This is your fear. You're afraid you're not seeing clearly. You're afraid you're going to have problems with your health and your relationships. Now, discs are health and wealth. Here you've got this card of health and wealth and family relationships. The center of this is all about that. Yeah, there's this, I think this person you're working with is just not, they are really, really bugging you. You're afraid that it's going to lead to ill health. You know, if you sit around waiting for something to get better, even, you know, eventually this dude, if he doesn't go in his house, he's going to get rained on. He is getting older. That's the message I kept getting with him. He's getting older just watching this. You know, when you get older, you know, your health starts to diminish a little bit. You can't do as much as you did when you were a page. You see this. That's why you're afraid of it. You see this in your intuition. You're using your mind. Okay? Now, so then what this leads to is this is the outcome. Oh, man. Look at what you're doing to yourself, yo. I always tell people, oh my God, I'm going to be having a Nine of Swords moment because my mind is going overboard and I'm getting nightmares and I can't sleep and I'm overthinking. That's what this is. It's not even reversed, okay? So this is you trying to persevere. Whoops, put them in the wrong place. Trying to persevere, trying to overcome, okay? But look what it's doing. This hermit is on his way out, man. You've been isolated in your thoughts for too long. He's moving out. He's a major arcana card. This hermit energy, leaving your life, is a tremendous part of your divine blueprint. I mean, he even kind of looks like an earth card. Look at the colors here, brown and gold. He blends in really well with these two cards. Just like this sword energy and this water energy blends in together very well. Look at how opposite that is. You're trying to persevere, trying to wait this out. You're trying to just keep going. But look what it's doing to you. This says, for this deck, it says, worries and fears are being blown out of proportion. Need to worry less. Well, yeah. You know, I would read the Nine of Swords and I would tell everybody, you know, you need to go find someone who you can talk to that's really grounded, that can help you realize that you're making a mountain out of a molehill. And it could just be that you just have to make this decision. Didn't burn that card, did I? You have to get out of this relationship, and it will be a huge victory for you. Your own energy, fire energy. Speaking of your own energy, what is at the root of all of this, an underlying energy on the bottom of the deck, is you. Hello. Okay, what is temperance? Temperance, well, this is moderation. Okay, this is for me, in my other deck, it was called art. This was the masculine and feminine within the individual being balanced. The grand alchemy of life, okay? This is, for me, the individual's twin flame, because we all are our own twin flame. If we balance our feminine and masculine energies in the right balance, then we exude an energy I call glory. And then what that does is that brings us a counterpart, someone else who has also done the grand alchemy of life and balanced their masculine and feminine powers or energies. Okay? So this is saying that the root of all this, temperance, Sagittarius, you, is that you've got to do some balancing here. Okay? And you do need to be patient with yourself. Okay? This is the underlying message. What does it say here for this particular deck? It says, Yeah, nothing. It says do nothing at this time. Moderation, good omen. Everything comes to those who wait. Patience is a virtue. Okay, well, I don't know. As an underlying influence here, I'm thinking that this might be what you're thinking when it comes to this issue, but it's not. This partnership has to end. This person in your life, in your job, is bugging you. Okay. So let's see what's under her. See what else this says here. Okay, the Chariot in reverse. I just had that. This is now this is now the one that leads me to talk about failure. That's funny because this was called failure in the Thoth deck. But now this is the failure card, the Chariot upside down. Because that's what this meaning is. It says failure. Querent may have little regard for rules and regulations and laws. Power-hungry ruthlessness, which leads to their own downfall. If related to travel, possible breakdown or trouble with a vehicle, causing delay in a journey. Okay, so what you've got is this delay. All this patience is causing a delay. It could have to do with you don't want to pay attention to these rules, maybe. Maybe this person is power hungry and ruthless, or maybe you are. You have to find out where your energies are not in balance. Then you got the Page of Rods, more of your energy, another page. A child. There is a child involved here. This could be your child. This is fire energy. Okay, this is a strong-willed, fiery, determined person. This is a young person. I feel like this is your child. You might have a child, you might have two children. And it's, your happy family life is being messed with here. And then, okay, because strength, yeah. It's going to take strength. This could be a Leo. It could be a Leo in your life that you are going to that is going to come into your life or be the person that you talk to. Okay? It could just mean that you need to be strong while you go through this separation from this person that is driving you nuts at work, okay? Or in a relationship. All right. How much of this is in your control or not? I gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you have 1, the Hermit. So 1 out of 10 cards means that this is all in your control, Sagittarius. You gotta stop waiting. It's your nature to wait and be patient. But sometimes when you wait, it causes failure. That means you fail to do anything. You fail to improve your own situation. Okay? You're going to have a victory by not being this hermit anymore. All right. That's what I have for you at this time, Sagittarius. See you next time.